All right, so this last picture for me is the most significant because it paints like a complicated picture of the neighborhood. Before Treehouse existed, about 3.5 years ago, that space was called Petra. Petra, when I remembered it, was a reggae club, but not only was it reggae, it was music that represented like marginalized communities or like punk communities. So it was multiracial, multi-class. Really, most of the folks who went there and the workers were like working class folks. There may have been some like young white kids from middle class or upper class families, but they seem to have eschewed that and thrown that away, temporarily at least, and kicked it at Petra. Oh yeah, it was a multiracial, sometimes multi-generational, definitely multi-class space where folks can like kick it. It was a funky space too. And so 3.5 years later is so the building was sold. Shortly thereafter is Treehouse. Treehouse is a vegetarian vegan restaurant. It's a pretty expensive price point. And as a former employee there, the food is good. It isn't, it's a representation of different cultures, so it isn't like the end all be all. And that's like no shade. And so the space went from being funky, punk, multiracial, multi-class, left-leaning to a spot that is mostly, white folks, young, multi-generational white folks, to be sure. But it's less representative of different classes, less representative of different ethnicities. Now, the complicated part is that since it's a specialized restaurant, it's not as if it serves quote unquote healthy food, and the tax revenue. So it's like one of those additions to the neighborhood that would be considered a good addition. I mean, but it's also a space that that only certain folks can afford. Certain folks will be comfortable there. If not, those folks will be probably not alienated, because in a capitalist system, shmoney is shmoney. Like, I know that a lot of folks I know wouldn't be comfortable sitting down in there and have not. So, so it's a complicated space for that reason, because of all the different things it's represented in the past and now what it represents. And so that is my 5th picture. That's picture 5 of 5.